Hello and welcome to Maximize Your Pleasure, the virtual boot camp. I am thrilled that you are here, and I want to congratulate you on taking a huge step forward in your own sex life, in your sexuality, in your capacity for pleasure and possibility. You have chosen to dedicate your time and your energy in order to have more than you're already having. And it's a really big deal. It's a big deal to step into this work of intentionally creating the sex life that you really want to be having, to shape and form and create your sexuality, rather than depending on someone else to tell you how it has to be, or just going along with the flow, hoping one day that it will get better. Look, I know what it's like to suffer in my sexuality. I've been there. I have played small. I have had sex the way that somebody else wanted me to have sex. I have tried really hard not to have a particular kind of orgasm in order to not make a mess so that it would please my partner, or so that my partner wouldn't be upset with me. And that didn't feel good. It feels crappy to play small, to hide out, to feel ashamed. It feels crappy to try to make somebody else comfortable. And it feels crappy to be disconnected, disoriented from my own body, from my own pleasure. And that's why I've created this virtual course, to give you the best tools that I have discovered, created, learned, borrowed from other people in order to pass the wisdom on to you so that you don't have to spend 10 years like I have of intentional practice and study and investment so that you can create big leaps and changes in a very short period of time. So welcome here. I promise in Maximize Your Pleasure, you're going to get really fantastic practices and practice in being in your own body and being in your own sex and arousal and pleasure. And I promise that is going to give you some things that you did not know you needed. And you're also going to get some things that you want and many surprises. So welcome here. You are in a powerful circle and lineage and tradition of women who have been gathering for thousands of years to be with our bodies, our curiosities, our sexualities, our rites of passage through time. So welcome here. I want you to know that all of the women that you will interact with through the course of this training are women who are also really dedicated to living large and really owning their body and owning their sexual power without apology. Women who are dedicated to living fully in their life, to freeing their inhibitions, to owning their orgasm, and really shining in their life. You are in a circle of amazing women. So welcome. Now, I want to give you a few ground tools that will help you make the most of your investment in Maximize Your Pleasure. Rules are usually made for breaking, and tools are made for using. So here are a few ground tools so that you can make the most of your investment in this course. The first is play all out. Play all the way, fully out. Playing full out means that you are willing to risk embarrassment. You're willing to be silly and playful and curious. It means that you show up to the calls and you do the worksheets and you do the practices, even if it might feel awkward or strange. Look, there's a first time for everything. And if you are hitting your edge right now in a first time, it's okay. Playing full out means that you're gonna try. Playing full out also means that you avoid multitasking during our time together, that you can get the most out of the coaching and the material and the connections with other women. The second ground tool is about coming together in partnership. Now, this means that I invite you to really believe that I want you to have everything that you need here. So if there's something that you don't understand, or maybe you don't have access to the module, or you need to send me an email because you have a question, or you don't understand something, please reach out. Reach out to me and come in a place of partnership, because I want you to have what you want. I want you to have the life you want. I want you to have the sex life that you want. I want you to feel amazing and joyful and confident and big and bold in who you are. And the only way that I can be on your team and totally support you every step of the way is if you talk to me, if you come in partnership with me. I also invite you to come in the spirit of generosity. To be generous of spirit means to give people the benefit of the doubt, our co-members in this process. You know, we're getting into territory together that is vulnerable and raw, and for a lot of us, it's really taboo. And so it can be scary to be here together. It can feel awkward and anxiety producing to talk about sex and masturbation and solo self-pleasure with as much specificity as we're going to get into. And so you may want to recoil, but I invite you to be generous with yourself and with all the other women that are in this process with you, so that they can be generous with you, and all of us together can continue to hold the container of this circle with love and tenderness and care, and to really support each other to take that next big leap forward in our sexuality. Now, I often attract women to this work who are workshop connoisseurs, women who are also coaches and mentors, therapists, and workshop leaders. I know what it's like to go into a workshop and watch the facilitator and think to myself, I would have really done that differently, or I can do this better than her. And while that may be true, I want to let you know that that is a bit distracting. It takes you out of being in your own skin and your own experience. And one of the most important things that we can do in this process is to stay present in our personal experience of being present. So I invite you to suspend that part of you that wants to critique and make things better, and let me know if you really need support. Come to me in a sense of partnership so that I can serve you even higher. And the last ground tool for our group is, please keep everything in confidence. Now, I really want you to share your story with me. I want to know so that I can support you and hold your hand and be with you every step of the journey. And I also really want you to share your experience with the people in your life. But I want you to be sure to keep other people's storytelling to yourself. In order for us to have a really tight, safe container to do this kind of work in, we have to agree to keep other people's stories private in this group. We lend each other the confidence by maintaining a level of confidentiality here in this space. So please, share your story with all of your friends in your I statements. Please share your story in our private Facebook group where it's just us together. And please keep everybody else's stories in our circle of confidence. And this will help us all play full out.